Oh, what was that? 81. Did I not put the hunter in there? Oops. Where's my area? There he is. Alright, listen. Get this drive tape because this looks 10 out of 10. So we put it there. Just throw that. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that thing. So it's been like forever since I've done brutal black dragons, and when I did them, I used full armadillo, twisted bow, and amethyst arrows. And I believe my infantry looks something like this. I'd bring one dose of this and this because then you have 2 extra infantry spaces to use. Then I'd have, I think I brought 3 prayer potions, but I'm not sure. That's using all those 3 prayers. And then I'll bring 2 pieces of food in case I ran into melee distance of one of the dragons. Then of course this to actually get to the dragons and this to bank. Though that might have been a max cape that I wore. Alright, let's get started. And also, yeah, I've got 1,000 dragon diamond bolts because the best bolts, man. And I'll keep track of how many trips I've done and all of the loot and how much I've used in like prayer potions and fish and poots and all that. Yeah, yes sir. Oh, and one last thing, I'll be testing this for 1 whole hour because that's nice and rounded and such. Oh, 411, 70. What was that? 71. Oh, another one. 60. That was disgusting. Oh no, it would have been disgusting if I just one hit him right there. What would you rate? Ooh, another 71, dude. I think the max is 71. Oh, elite clue, yes! Ah, man, that's beautiful. Well, we're gonna finish the hour off before we go do a master clue. Maybe we'll get the new loot. So if we just look at the time of what we've got 57 minutes and nearly 58 minutes, so we're just gonna stop it there. Now, I've done how many? 8 trips is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I've done 8 trips with this setup. We're either gonna do 58 minutes again, or we're gonna do 8 trips. But then the 8 trips might be faster, so in which case I'll do 58 minutes with the twisted bow. So then we can compare what's better. Twisted bow is definitely going to be better, but like how much better is the question. How much better? Wait, let me just write down what we got here. We used, what's that, 172? Okay, so with the twisted bow, it's like exactly the same setup, except, well, except nothing, other than the twisted bow, of course. T-bow, amethyst arrows, because dragon arrows are too expensive. And, no, yeah, exactly the same setup. So let's go do this for another hour. So I done diddly messed up because with a twisted bow you're meant to use full armadillo because it's the tiniest bit DPS because you want accuracy more than damage with the twisted bow because it's slower. So I just need to replace the void with armadillo and then we will be good. So yeah, just replace the void with a full armadillo and barrels gloves and that's best DPS for with that twisted bow. Baby impling. Ooh, D plate skirt, very nice. Why prayer potion? Here, let's swap. Alright, yeah, use that on there. Oh, listen. Boop, boop. Just slap. Ooh, look at this XP. Here you go. Have 1 spectral. Boop, boop, boop. Can I have a prayer pot back? Scam. I gave him a prayer pot. Give him half my prayer pot back. My half pea pot. Where is it? Ah, this one is another D med. Dragon dart tips. Ooh, and an ancient shard. Oh yeah, I should be getting totem pieces, but these things suck for totem pieces, it seems. It has been, let me have a look here, it's been, what's that, 57 minutes? By the time I finish this banking session, it'll be 58 minutes, which means we've done the same amount of time as the Dragon Hunter crossbow round. Alright, so first of all, I can tell you that the Twisted Bow is better than the Dragon Hunter crossbow, because the Dragon Hunter crossbow I did 8 trips, and with the Twisted Bow I did 9 trips, so I've got a whole extra trip in there, which means it's like, what, at least 12% or something better than a Dragon Hunter crossbow, not including the supply cost being like the bolts versus the cheap arrows, but that's what we're about to find out. Hello, it's me from the future because I'm in different gear than I was before. So after I killed the 1 hour or 58 minutes of brutal black dragons with the Dragon Hunter crossbow, this is the loot I got, and here are the supplies that I used. So let's start with that. So sometimes I would withdraw 1, sometimes I would withdraw 2 monkfish, then 1.5 pea pots per inventory, and then 1 dose of each of these per inventory, and I did 8 of them, so 2 full prayer pots. 2 full of each pot. And so the majority of the cost here are the bolts, which is the cost you're not going to see on the Twisted Bow because it used the cheap arrows rather than expensive bolts. And yeah, so 300k cost. Keep that in mind. So just throw this in the bank. And now we just throw this in here. Okay, 900k. That's actually not that very good, is it? Then you got to bear in mind, I didn't get any dragon plate skirts or dragon plate legs, and of course, if you include the Visage chance, then it's going to go up a lot more again. Maybe not a lot more, but it will go up more. With the averages, but yeah, 42 kills it seems. So I guess you could say with the Dragon Hunter crossbow with the bolts that I used, it's 600k an hour, but I would say that's bare minimum 600k an hour, because I didn't get any dragon items or a visage and such. So yeah, there's that, and now let's withdraw the loot from the twisted bow hour. Actually, wait, let's dump this in the G just to see how much we get. That's all of that. That's how much we get. 950k. So yeah, the price check wasn't actually off by too far. 950k. Now the twisted bow loot. Alright, so now we've got the twisted bow loot, but first the cost. So again, the cost is roughly the same in terms of the potions, except because I did 9 trips, I actually used 1 extra dose, but that's like an extra, like, what, 800 GP, so imagine there's 800 GP extra there. Then of course the arrows. The bolts cost was like 180k cost, and the arrows were 33k cost. Not to mention that, I've already said this before, but the twisted bow just is better than dragon hunter crossbow because it did an extra trip in the 1 hour. So without even showing the price check, I can tell you that. Throw this in the bank, and then we'll look at the loots. Throw the loot in there, and oh, what? Okay, so the twisted bow isn't twice as good as the dragon hunter crossbow. I just happened to get lucky with the twisted bow because I got dragon plate skirts, dragon arrow tips, dragon dart tips, the javelin heads, 2 D-meds, just better loot in general. So yeah, if we took the cost off of this, then twisted bow is technically like what, 1.6 or 1.7 mil an hour, but that's because I got lucky. But let's dump all the loot into the G. If I go back here, you see here 42 dragon bones. That means with the dragon hunter crossbow, I got 42 kills. Right, because I sold 42 dragon bones. But then, obviously, with the twisted bow, 56 dragon bones. So I killed 14 more brutal black dragons using a twisted bow over a dragon hunter crossbow. Let me just throw that into a percentage to make it look nice. So depending how you calculate it and how you word it, from 42 to 56 kills, that is a 33.33% kill increase. So I guess you could technically say the twisted bow is 33% better, as in kills per hour. And then it's also better because it's less cost, but then not as good because it's not very viable since it costs 1 bill and dragon hunter crossbow costs like 30 or 40 mil, whatever it is now. So I just wanted to get that clear. So the twisted bow definitely got way more kills than dragon hunter crossbow, over a quarter more kills than the dragon hunter crossbow, but let's continue selling. But if I were to redo this, I'd probably get some more, not accurate numbers, but more like generalized numbers, because I got lucky with the twisted bow and unlucky with the dragon hunter crossbow. So it totally looks like the dragon hunter crossbow is awful and the twisted bow is amazing, but my loot was just better when I used the twisted bow. And yep, 1.8 mil. So yeah, I'm actually surprised. I didn't expect it to be that much. That's pretty decent, man. Pretty decent out of 10. So if you don't have a twisted bow, don't worry about it. Dragon hunter crossbow is like very good. Like, it's very good. So use dragon hunter crossbow if you have it. So by looking at my loot from the dragon hunter crossbow, it's like 600k an hour, and that's with the best bolts. But I'm sure the more cost-effective bolts would be these bolts right here, amethyst broad bolts, or just broad bolts in general. And if you used those, and you like did 10 hours of it and averaged it, you'd probably be making around 1 mil an hour, I would guess. Because I made like 600, 700k an hour, but that was with expensive bolts, and I got unlucky loot, or below average loot, so I'd say about 1 mil an hour. Then with twisted bow, it's probably about 1.3, 1.4 mil an hour. And if it wasn't obvious already, when I was shooting the dragons, I was using rigor. I was playing mage, rigor, and preserve the whole time for maximum deeps. And if you weren't aware, this Tuesday, as in like Tuesday the 30th of January, that's the day that Jakeyosaurus is going to be sending out codes to your inbox to invite you to the closed beta of Old School Mobile. If you did register for it like back, I don't even know how long ago. I registered for it. I hope I get in. If I do get in, then you'll be seeing lots of Old School Mobile videos, but from me. If I don't get in, then that's unfortunate. You're going to have to watch someone else. But yeah, I'm just saying this because loads of people are going to be trying to fish people. So you're only invited to the beta if you actually get an inbox on your login screen. And your login screen is this right here. So if that has a message in it, then you go to your message center and check your messages, and then you also get emailed a code, and those 2 codes need to match, and that means the offer to the closed beta is actually legit and from Jagex and not I'm not a fish. So make sure you check your message center and not your email. So yeah, that's exciting. So the invites are going out on Tuesday, and then like a little while later, I forgot how long later, but like less than a week, then the closed beta is actually opening for those who were invited to be to actually join the beta and start playing Old School on mobile. Oh, it's gonna be so fun. And yeah, I'm gonna test the Dragon Hunter crossbow at Wyverns, because that 30% buff is really beefy. As you can see, I'm geared with melee just to get a baseline of how good melee is at Wyverns first, because I remember I did Wyverns with melee ages ago on my ults, but I forgot how quick the trips were and how many trips now you'd get then I'll compare that to the Dragon Hunter crossbow and see if it's good. I'm actually excited. I think it might be better than melee. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Look forward to the Dragon Hunter crossbow video on the Wyverns, and also the pure PKing that will have to come out at some point, and then old school mobile soon. Dude, it's getting so close, man. Very exciting, man. Very exciting. And yeah, I will see you in those videos at some point in the future.